So today we are making one of our very favorites, the chili egg casserole. In the southwest part of the United States, we love our Mexican food. So the first thing that I have done is I have created stiff egg whites. And how you do this is you crack 2 eggs, you separate 2 eggs and put 2 egg whites in the bowl, and you use, let's see, 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar with that. And then I've just beat it up. I'm just going to hit these again. And how you know if your egg whites are stiff is if you lift up your beaters, they stand up. So these are stiff. Okay. And the next thing that you do in this recipe is you take 1/4 cup of 1% milk, which we have here, and 1/4 cup of whole just flour. And then I have one of these little whisks. This is really handy. You want to mix that up really good. And last thing you do is you add an egg to this mixture. And then you want to beat that really well. Then you want to fold this. Don't use your mixer on this part. You want to fold this into your egg whites. And so you pour it in, and just when you fold, you're doing this motion. These egg whites have been sitting a bit. Yours will be a little bit more fluffy probably than these. But so after you've got the stiff peaks, then you fold in, and again, you're circling around, and you're doing this motion to fold this in to this mixture. Don't beat it. Okay, so here we have, in this particular container, I have laid out 6 roasted and peeled green chilies split in half. You can certainly do this at home. Many of you do probably have whole chilies at home. I do not, so finding these is sometimes difficult. You can get them at the fruit basket and different places, but if you can't find these, we have also used chopped chili, so that will work fine too. And then I have a cup of pepper jack cheese. Now, one thing I've noticed about cheese, I used to always buy the shredded, but what I'm finding is shredding it myself really adds a lot of flavor. So you might consider that. So I did buy and shred my own cheese for this. Now, what I'm going to do is add half of this mixture and top my cheese with half of the egg white mixture. And that's what gives you that beautiful brown topping that we saw when you saw the finished product, is this particular mixture. Then you take your chilies and you want to lay them out. You might want to use gloves because chilies these happen to be very hot chilies. What I did yesterday, I peeled them and then remembered that. So I simply washed my hands in some baking soda, and that worked pretty well. I didn't have burning hands all day, so that can work as well. So again, we're just laying out the chili. This recipe, typically you might think of this for brunch, which that is a great use for this recipe, but it's also really great for dinner, all sorts of things. So now we have the chilies laid out. This is kind of a little bit like lasagna. You just keep layering up, and then I'm putting the rest of my pepper jack cheese. You could use Monterey Jack. We've used cheddar. We've used all different kinds, but pepper jack seems to be a really good choice for this recipe. And then, using a spatula, I'm just pouring the rest of my batter on top. We are going to bake this at 350. Ashley will pop it in the oven. And we are going to bake this at 350 for 25 minutes. I'd encourage you to try it for breakfast or dinner. So we will bake that for 25 minutes, and that's all there is. Thank you.